His family was slaughtered, and his sister was turned into a demon. Now, Tanjiro must fight deadly battles and meet powerful allies. Here's everything that happened in Demon Slayer Season 1. Tanjiro Kamado lived peacefully in the snowy mountains with his family, supporting them by selling charcoal in a nearby town. One winter day, he returned home to a tragedy. His entire family had been slaughtered by a demon. Only his sister Nezuko remained alive, but she had changed. She was no longer human. As Tanjiro carried her through the snow seeking help, Nezuko suddenly attacked, now a demon with glowing eyes and unnatural strength. Yet, amid her rage, tears fill her eyes. At that moment, Giyu Tomioka, a demon slayer, appeared to kill Nezuko, but Tanjiro didn't let him. After a brief fight between the two, Nezuko stepped in to protect her brother. Seeing her actions and sensing Tanjiro's desperate resolve, Giyu made a rare decision. He spared her. He saw something different in them. Leaving Tanjiro with a warning and a hope, he sent him to Mount Sagiri to find Sakonji Urokodaki, the first step on a dangerous new path to protect Nezuko and face the demons ahead. After burying his family, Tanjiro begins the harsh journey to Mount Sagiri with Nezuko. One night, sheltering in a temple, he encounters a gruesome demon feeding on corpses. Overwhelmed in his first fight, Tanjiro's attack barely wounds it, until sunrise burns the demon to ash. Shortly after, Sakonji Urokodaki appears. Urokodaki suddenly tests Tanjiro by abandoning him on a misty, trap-filled mountain overnight, demanding he survive alone. Tanjiro endures, and Urokodaki, impressed, agrees to train him, though he warns that Tanjiro's kindness could get him killed. To help Nezuko recover without harming humans, he places her in a long, healing sleep. Tanjiro trains for a year under Urokodaki's strict guidance, enduring harsh drills and learning water breathing to sharpen his combat skills. Eventually, he's given a final challenge, to slice through a massive boulder. For 6 grueling months, he fails. Then 2 former students appear. Sabuto pushes Tanjiro to his limits in sparring, while Makomo teaches him precision. With their help, Tanjiro refines his technique and, at last, cuts through the boulder. Tanjiro faces the brutal final selection, a 7-day survival test on a demon-infested mountain to join the Demon Slayer Corps. Armed with Urokodaki's training and the hope of curing Nezuko, he enters the forest alone, determined to survive. Among the demons, the terrifying hand demon taunts Tanjiro, boasting it has killed many of Urokodaki's past students, including Sabito and Makomo. Despite the crushing weight of this truth, Tanjiro stands firm. Drawing on his training and the memory of his fallen mentors, he unleashes a powerful water-breathing technique and defeats the hand demon, honoring their sacrifice and proving his strength. Tanjiro survives the final selection and, with 4 others, officially joins the Demon Slayer Corps. Each receives a uniform, a Kasugai crow, to deliver missions, and must choose ore to forge their unique Nichiren sword, crafted specifically to kill demons. Returning to Mount Sagiri, Tanjiro reunites warmly with Urokodaki and a now-awake Nezuko, strengthening his resolve. Soon after, the eccentric swordsmith Heiga Nezuka delivers Tanjiro's Nichiren blade. When Tanjiro grips it, the sword mysteriously turns black, a rare and little-understood color in the Corps. Despite its ominous reputation, Tanjiro accepts it, marking the true start of his Demon Slayer journey. Tanjiro's first official mission takes him to a remote town in the northwest, where young girls have been mysteriously vanishing. There, he meets Kazumi, a grieving young man whose fiancée disappeared before his eyes. While the townspeople are paralyzed by fear, Tanjiro picks up a faint, demonic scent, one only he can track. The culprit is the Swamp Demon, a grotesque creature capable of splitting into 3 bodies and dragging victims into a shadowy, swamp-like dimension. When it strikes again, Tanjiro engages it head-on. Nezuko joins the fight, revealing her fierce strength and loyalty as they battle across both the real world and the swamp realm. With Tanjiro's water breathing and Nezuko's raw power, they manage to overcome the demon's elusive techniques. Tanjiro defeats the main body and demands answers about Muzan Kibutsuji, but the demon, terrified, refuses to speak. Soon after, Tanjiro is dispatched to Asakusa, Tokyo. Amid the bustling city, a familiar, chilling scent stops him in his tracks. The same scent from the night his family was slaughtered. Following it, he comes face to face with Muzan, who hides in plain sight among humans, posing as a loving husband and father. When confronted, Muzan instantly creates chaos, turning a passerby into a demon and disappearing into the crowd, leaving Tanjiro stunned and furious. Chaos erupts in Asakusa as Tanjiro confronts a man transformed into a demon by Muzan. Determined to save him, Tanjiro restrains himself, trying to subdue without killing. 2 mysterious demons arrive: Tamayo, a gentle doctor, and her sharp companion Yushiro. They use a unique blood technique to calm the demon, preserving its humanity. Tamayo reveals she and Yushiro broke free from Muzan's control and seeks a cure for demonification. She believes Nezuko can be healed but needs blood samples from Nezuko and from the 12 Kazuki, Muzan's powerful elite. Meanwhile, Muzan commands Yahaba and Susumaru to bring him Tanjiro's head. He isn't acting arbitrarily. He instinctively recognizes the threat Tanjiro poses. While resting at Tamayo's hidden clinic, Tanjiro and his companions are ambushed by two of Muzan's deadly assassins. Chaos erupts as Tamayo and Yushiro join the battle, using their blood demon arts. Yushiro cloaks the clinic in an illusion to protect it and aids Tanjiro in perceiving Yahaba's unseen attacks, while Nezuko bravely matches Susumaru's relentless assault. The fierce fight pushes them to their limits as Tanjiro adapts his water-breathing techniques to counter Yahaba's invisible arrows, eventually landing a decisive blow that defeats the demon. Meanwhile, Nezuko endures Susumaru's unyielding attacks until Tamayo uses her scent-based blood demon art to compel Susumaru to reveal Muzan's name. Cursed by Muzan, Susumaru's body violently destroys itself. With the danger eliminated, Tanjiro collects blood samples from the demons to aid Tamayo's research, hopeful for a cure, then thanks Tamayo and Yushiro before moving on to his next mission. On the way to his next mission, Tanjiro meets Zenitsu Agatsuma, a fellow new demon slayer, timid and frantic, yet determined in his own way. The two head to a mysterious mansion where people have been disappearing. Inside, Tanjiro confronts the Tsuzumi demon, Kyogai, a former member of the 12 Kazuki who manipulates the building's structure with every beat of his drums. Though the shifting rooms push Tanjiro to his limits, he adapts mid-battle, unlocking a new water-breathing form to land a clean final strike. Despite Kyogai's cruelty, Tanjiro acknowledges the demon's artistry but condemns his obsession with power. Meanwhile, Zenitsu, overwhelmed by fear, collapses, only to unleash incredible power while unconscious. His thunder-breathing technique flashes like lightning, swiftly defeating a demon to protect a girl in hiding. Elsewhere, Inosuke Hashira, a feral, headstrong demon slayer wearing a boar's head, bursts into the scene seeking strong opponents. After the battle, he discovers Nezuko's box and, suspecting a demon inside, attacks it. Tanjiro intervenes and fiercely protects his sister, knocking Inosuke out cold. This clash marks the beginning of a chaotic but fateful bond between the three young demon slayers. After the mansion battle, Tanjiro and his friends are led by a Kasugai crow to a safe house marked by the Wisteria family crest, a sanctuary for demon slayers. An elderly woman warmly welcomes them, offering rest and care. In this calm refuge, Zenitsu slowly relaxes, though his emotions still flare. Inosuke, unfamiliar with kindness, struggles to accept rest and often tests Tanjiro's patience and Zenitsu's nerves. Despite their differences, a growing bond forms among the three. Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke are sent to Mount Natagumo, a web-choked forest where demon slayers have gone missing. There they discover slayers controlled like puppets by invisible threads, victims of a spider demon family that rules the mountain with deadly blood demon arts. While Zenitsu panics and lags behind, Tanjiro and Inosuke press on, battling the mother spider demon, who cruelly manipulates her victims. After a fierce fight, Tanjiro senses her sorrow and grants her a merciful death. Before dying, she warns of a stronger demon nearby. Elsewhere, Zenitsu is ambushed by the grotesque elder brother spider demon. Paralyzed by poison and fear, his instincts awaken. With thunder-breathing's thunderclap and flash, he defeats the demon in one swift strike. Tanjiro and Inosuke soon face the towering father spider demon, but his brute strength overwhelms them. Just when defeat seems inevitable, Water Hashira, Giyu Tomioka, arrives and eliminates the demon effortlessly. Meanwhile, Insect Hashira Shinobu Kocho battles the venomous spider sister. With poison-laced precision, she defeats her opponent with surgical grace. At the heart of the forest, Tanjiro and Nezuko confront Rui, lower rank 5 of the 12 Kazuki. Obsessed with controlling family bonds, Rui tries to force Nezuko into submission. Tanjiro refuses and Rui's threads nearly tear them apart. At his limit, Tanjiro unlocks the fiery Hinokami Kagura, while Nezuko awakens her own blood demon art, exploding blood. Together they launch a blazing, synchronized attack. Rui survives by severing his own head, but Giyu arrives and finishes him for good. As Tanjiro collapses, Shinobu appears and targets Nezuko for execution, believing no demon can be trusted. Giyu shields Nezuko, sparking a tense standoff. Just before conflict erupts, a Kasugai crow delivers new orders. Tanjiro and Nezuko must be taken to headquarters. where the Hashira will decide their fate. Tanjiro and Nezuko face trial before the Hashira, the Demon Slayer Corps' most powerful swordsmen, who mostly oppose allowing a demon to live alongside them. Sanemi Shinasugewa, the fiery wind Hashira, fiercely tests Nezuko by stabbing her box, exposing her to sunlight and offering tempting Marechi blood. Yet Nezuko refuses to attack, showing restraint despite pain and provocation. Her surprising self-control unsettles the Hashira, forcing them to reconsider their rigid beliefs about demons and allies. Tension among the Hashira is finally broken by Kagaya Ubuyashiki, the calm yet commanding leader of the Demon Slayer Corps. He explains that Nezuko has resisted her demonic urges for over 2 years, never harming a single human. Supporting his decision, he presents a letter from Urokodaki and Gyu, who vouch for her character and accept full responsibility should she ever falter. While some, like Senemai, remain skeptical, most Hashira accept Ubuyashiki's judgment. Tanjiro and Nezuko are allowed to stay. Together, they may hold the key to defeating Muzan. After the final selection, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke recover at the Butterfly Mansion under Shinobu Kocho's care. There, Aoi, Sumi, Kyo, and Naho guide them through intense rehabilitation focused on mastering total concentration breathing, maintaining it even while asleep. Tanjiro trains with determination, Zenitsu whines, and Inosuke wrestles with his ego. Their instructor, Kanao Tsuyuri, easily defeats them in sparring, especially Tanjiro, who grows both frustrated and inspired by her. As he learns of Kanao's tragic past and reliance on a coin flip to make choices, a quiet bond begins to form. Over time, Tanjiro masters total concentration, constant, gaining greater speed and stamina. Zenitsu hones his reflexes and Inosuke tempers his wildness. The trio becomes stronger and more in sync. The season ends with them fully recovered, and they're assigned a new mission: investigate disappearances aboard the mysterious Mugen train. With Nezuko in tow, they head out, unaware of the powerful demon waiting in the shadows. If you want more recaps like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what anime you want to see next.